Hey there.
Hi.
So,
Hey there.
this is, well, okay, so first of all, I want to say, a lot of you guys know that I have a dad. But probably some of you don't realize that I have a mom.
Hi, Mom.
And this is her. And she's beautiful. And she taught me everything I know. Anything good about me, if you're like, that's a good part of you, John, that came from her. Anything that's bad, you're like, that's probably just from your own, you're dumb. And it's true. So we're here at the lake. It's beautiful. We're in Pennsylvania where they make pencils. I don't know if that's true, but we're at the sunset. And I think it's important. My mom's got a phone call. She's a very important person.
Sorry.
I think it's important to film sunsets and to take pictures of sunsets because they show you that beautiful moments are fleeting and you need to enjoy them whenever they're there, right? That you look at it and go, that's gorgeous, but in a moment, it will be gone. So in life, when you see something beautiful, appreciate it right then because later it may not be there. Appreciate it. Appreciate the people that love you.
Yes.
Appreciate
yes.
it.
It's a good son that loves his mom.
That's it. Oh, hey there. So I'm out here in nature. It's beautiful. And when I look at this beautiful stuff, waterfalls and rocks and moss and creatures, hummingbirds and whatnot, I just think, I miss Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus. That's what I think. I just think, I demand to speak to the manager. Like I have issues and anxiety and I want to talk about it, complain about it to somebody. So me and my mom talk a lot. She's like, John, why are you single? And I'm like, I think you know. And she goes, yeah, I mean, look at you. And I'm like, that's not nice. She goes, but it's true. I'm like,
This is all a lie.
I'm like, that's fair. I understand that. So here's the thing. We were talking about, I was like, girls used to think that I was ugly until they found out how much money I had. And then they realized I was ugly and poor. And that showed them. So, anyway, back to nature. Oh, hey there. So, judging by my scenery, you guys have probably guessed I'm not in Texas right now. How would you know that? There's context clues, landscape that isn't like this, where you could watch your dog run away for 3 weeks straight. Stuff like that. Trees that are different. But here's the most important thing. Come closer. You see this? That's an X. And then you look over there, there's another one. There's another one. They're everywhere. And all of Willie Nelson's exes live in Texas. Obviously, we're not in Texas because these are a bunch of X's. Actually, it's a sad moment because I heard that Willie Nelson died.
No.
He got run over, Mom. He got run over.
He's on the road again?
He's playing on the road again, yep. Oh, hey there. So I'm here at the local little farmer's market thing, which is delightful. But there's some things in life I'm confused about. Come closer. Peaches. $6 a quart. Okay. Maybe there's some stuff in life I don't understand. Now look, in here there's jumbo carrots, and I think that's wonderful. But what I really want is baby carrots. And I know what you're thinking. Are they made out of babies? No, they're made out of carrots. In fact, they're not even made out of little carrots. Baby carrots are made out of big carrots that look ugly. And they're like, we can't sell that. It's like, chop it up into little baby carrots. And they're like, oh, it sounds cuter. I think I'd eat that. I like to eat little babies. Oh, hey there. So, this is my son, Ben, and he's a genius. Now, Ben, you're talking to us about fruits and bananas and berries and stuff. Tell me about this.
Well, there's a definition for berry, and it's a fruit that blooms from a single flower and has a bunch of seeds in it, which does not actually include raspberries, blackberries, or strawberries, because they bloom from... Hey! This is important dichotomous information about the specific classification of fruits.
Carry on, tell the people.
Right, so long story short, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries are not berries, but bananas are.
And here's my question.
No, wait, can you tell them what a berry and a strawberry?
They're aggregate stone fruits. Different,
So
completely different.
So tomorrow, if we have any aggregate stone fruits, we have to ask just right.
Exactly, yeah. Any deviation from the exact terminology it gets lost in translation.
This is what I wanted to know the whole time. When are we going to stop calling them dingleberries and start calling them what they actually are?
What are they actually?
Poop.
Oh, hey there.
Hey there. So this is my nephew Levi Talon. Now what is a talon?
A claw.
Like a claw. That's pretty hardcore. Have you been getting drunk this morning?
Yeah.
On what?
Root beer.
On root beer. I feel like I'm not a good uncle. All right, so we're out here in Pennsylvania, and we were looking around the house because we rented this place, right? It's really nice. But then by the door, what did we find? Bear attack deterrent. Now, this isn't something I normally see. It did have cobwebs around it, just for the record, but they put this right by the door, and danger in case of attack by a bear, blah, blah, blah. We didn't really read it because we can't read. There's a picture of a bear, and so we assume it's about a bear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's our questions. Do you think this is something you spray at the bear, or do you spray it on yourself to deter the bear?
On the bear.
On the bear. And what do you think's in there?
Cat pee or dog pee.
That makes sense. Okay. And do you think you could just, if you were going to go out in the woods anyway, this is some good advice from Levi Talon. If you're going to go out in the woods and you think there might be a bear, just spray a little bit of cat pee on you, or dog pee. It'd be fine. Keep the bears away. Right?
I guess.
I mean, I don't know if that's accurate, but I kind of feel like it is. Definitely keep your friends list low. Oh, hey there.
Hey there.
So, we're just out here at the lake, just chilling. Let's take a look. Oh no, that's beautiful. Levi, I think we've agreed that I'm not a very good uncle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You got any questions for me?
Where can I buy a gun?
What? All right, so here's where you want to. I buy all my guns from a guy named T-Rex.
Huh?
He's a small arms dealer.
Oh,
Hey there. So this is Levi Talon, and he's my nephew. And I think we can both agree that I'm a horrible uncle, right?
Yeah.
That's good. You got any questions for me?
Can you pop your nose?
Can I pop my nose? As a matter of fact, I can. Hold on a second. You got to get it just right. I'll get close. Ah, yes, I can. Can you do it?
Yeah.
It's so easy for him. Again and again and again. It runs in the family. Oh, hey there. So, Levi, what do you see over here?
Wild blueberries.
Well, thank God they're not dingleberries.
They're actually dingles.
They're actually poop.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. So, we're just here having some breakfast. What are you going to eat?
Cereal.
He's a serial killer. You want me to get you a spoon? Hold on a second. Who designed this? This is physically impossible to open this drawer. Some idiot must have designed this. Obviously, if I was there, it would have worked. But instead,
You designed it.
well, this is embarrassing. Are the spoons even in there?
No.
I'm a horrible uncle. Oh, hey there. I just want you to know that these are my real arms right here. They're tiny, and it's very cute. Hey, look over there. These are my, and my tiny arms can move to one side of my body or to the other side of that's not Ellen. Or both sides of my body, and I can jump up and down with my little tiny arms. It's really amazing because.
These are my arms.
Oh my!
These are my arms.
Don't give away our secrets. That's not her arms. Okay, I have real arms. Full disclosure. Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey now.
You want to have a staring contest?
Yeah.
All right.
If you blink, then you're out.
I would never blink.
You're blinking.
I haven't blinked yet.
You're blinking.
No, you're lying to me. I haven't blinked yet. I think. Oh, you blinked. I win. Oh, hey there. So this is Chrissy Joy. She's amazing, and
we're out here in nature today.
Tell them who I am. Tell them who I am.
Oh, this is Jonna. This is John's twin sister.
John was busy.
He's so busy.
Yeah. So you ever seen anything cool out here?
Actually, I think I saw Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? Is he even real?
No, I thought I saw him. Do you think he's real?
I'm going to be honest with you. I shouldn't say this on camera, but I have seen Bigfoot a few times. Yeah. So the first time I saw Bigfoot, it was a little bit embarrassing. Here's what happened, okay? I was working as a park ranger. I was going to the bathroom, and Bigfoot walked by, and I said, look, it's Bigfoot. And Bigfoot turned around and he looked at me and goes, look, it's Tiny Wiener. And so I was humiliated, and I went back to the park ranger station, and they were like, you see anything cool today? And I'm like, nope. And I just walked away. But then recently we saw him today, and I mean, there's some interesting things. First of all, he's seen often, but he refuses to sign a release.
Yeah, no talent releases for him. We tried to show him, just use his for about a year.
Yeah, he's
Although
like,
it may
no.
go worldwide.
And the thing is, no amount of money is good for him. He doesn't care, right? He prefers to be called Sassy Squatch, which is an interesting name for him, right? He is quite flamboyant, and he's been dodging the draft since the 60s. And I'm not going to lie to you.
In rainbow garb.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I helped him cheat on his taxes.
What?
I don't, say no more. We're
Carry on.
You guys are carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. We can't get you on a plane.
And I keep saying mommy and daddy because I don't want to go without them.
Well, we'll bring them too, I guess. You want to? Family's important.
Yeah, can you bring my mommy and daddy in the car?
I think so.
Because I love them.
I love them
I would
too.
be sad if they would like this, if we would go without them.
I know it. All right, we'll talk to him. All right. Oh, hey there. So I get home from being on vacation with everybody, and there's a big fat letter from the IRS. And I'm like, oh no. They realized that I helped Sassy Squatch to cheat on their taxes. And I got nervous, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't open it because, I'm afraid. And I was like, think of all the possibilities. I could go to prison or face fines or interest and penalties or all kinds of bad things. I thought of every bad thing in the world. I was like, I don't want to see it because I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid. And I was like, no, I have to see it. And I opened it up and it said, you forgot to put your signature on your tax return. So I signed it and sent it back. Oh, hey there. This? Nothing. Sorry. So, as you guys probably know, I used to do corporate video, but I retired 3 years ago, and I've been so happy not working. I'm doing this show. They're talking about a bunch of highbrow stuff. They're education people, and I clearly am not very educated. In fact, I dropped out of school in 10th grade. Anyway, they're talking about Tchaikovsky and all this stuff, and I was like, man, I love his paintings. And they're like, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? So then they're talking about, like, they were at a Bach concert. And I'm like, yeah. He's all like, you guys having a good time out there? And they're like, I can't hear you. And they're like, he was deaf. I'm like, that's probably why he was saying, I can't hear you. Anyway, like, sometimes I use big words to make myself sound more photosynthesis, but I feel like here it doesn't work because they're smarter than me. Actually, everywhere they're smarter than me. I hate whenever you're texting and it autocorrects to something that I don't Nintendo. It doesn't make sense. So somebody just asked me, like, are you actually passionate about this stuff, or do you just really want to be a clown? Oh, hey there. So I'm back. I had a wonderful vacation. Thanks for asking. We got back, and I had to get some new tracks for my Bobcat. So you can see right over here. Hey, look, there's a new track, a bunch of new wheels. There's a new track, and you can see the inside of this one. It looks underwhelming. See, it's all tore up and missing stuff and whatnot. But Alan's smart. Tell him how smart you are, Alan. Tell him how smart you are. Tell him how smart you are.
I'm not smart at all.
He's so smart. So look, we're gonna have to put in new axles because they're messed up. New axles over here, and another axle there, so that's 3 of them. A bunch of new wheels, and then put new tracks on it. But Alan does a great job. Yeah, because you don't want wobbly wheels. And he's like, hey, John, you need to fix your stuff because you're a dum-dum. I'm like, that's fair. So here, I'm gonna teach you guys something. This is kind of a bit of nostalgia for those of you that are older. You guys remember Ice Cube, the singer?
Ice Cube?
The singer, yeah.
Yeah.
This is him now. He melted. So I've been on vacation. I had a wonderful time. Thank you for asking. And we got back, and Billy Feaster's guys had done all the spray foam and the sheetrock tape bed and texture. and that makes me happy. So this morning we came in, we put in all these doors, and we're putting in trim and baseboards and stuff everywhere, and it's amazing, and windowsills and things. And then we're going to spray some paint in here later, and then start doing some other stuff. Alan's wanting to make some cuts, but he doesn't realize I'm going to stop him because I'm bad. So, Trevor, did you hear that the Beastie Boys is coming out with a new anthology? I guess parts A through D, pretty simple to get in touch with, but you got to fight for your right for part E. I apologize. So, you got anything on your heart? No? Trevor says no. I do, and this is what I'm wondering, and you might have... I guess my powers of invisibility have worked again. So, it's probably gonna happen again. So, when you die, do you think that like credits roll? And if they do, is it like alphabetical order? Is it in order of appearance? Or is it like, these are the key players and then everybody else just races past real fast? Like if you start seeing credits roll, on the back of your eyeballs, are you like, uh-oh, I'm dying? I don't know. Do you know, Trevor? We're done. Oh, hey there. You're probably wondering what I'm up to since you're sitting around doing nothing, I assume, or maybe you're at work or on the toilet. That's pretty much the only times you watch me, I hope. Today, we put in doors and door jambs and windowsills and baseboards. You can see some of it around here. Alan did a great job, and then we caulked some, and that's great. We took some stuff to the dump, and that's amazing. Now, Alan, you have choices. You want to talk about racism, or do you want to talk about collecting things?
I think I want to talk about their men at nights.
That was a funny. All right, so what happened in this story is we're at Home Depot. We look over, and Alan goes, "John, are them Amish?" I was like, I think they're Mennonite, Alan. And he goes, "They're men at night." Man, I thought they was in obeying the Bible and stuff. So, it's pretty funny. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, hey there. What am I doing? Paint and trim. So we got all the rest of the trim in this morning, and then we caulked everything, and then we're painting. We ran out of paint. So I need to tell you guys that being lazy and useless is a luxury of the rich, and you are not rich. So let me show you a few things. First of all, if you spray all your trim first, if you got a completely empty house, and let that dry and then tape that off and then spray your walls, you save, I don't know, 3 days if you're fast of hand painting. It's miserable, so hopefully that helps you. So I did Frog Street this last weekend, and they're super nice people. And one of the speakers was this guy who'd been a troubled youth and then kind of got a second chance. And he said that he never forgot the fact that his grandmother, she would say, "I know you don't want to do these bad things." And that stuck with me. I know you don't want to do these bad things. And I think probably a lot of us don't. I think it starts off as we want to get attention, and then maybe we're not getting any positive attention at all. And so we start doing bad things. We notice we get attention. Now it's bad attention, but we're still getting attention. And I hope that you can find a way to get some positive attention so that you don't keep doing these bad things, because they're hurting you and they're hurting other people. So stop those bad habits and start being a good person. Be an encouragement. You know what? There was a point, I'm gonna call my son out. My daughter, straight A's all the way through school, like from kindergarten till graduated college, straight A's. She told me the other day, she's like, "I think I got a B in college." I'm like, slow down. My son got B's and C's in school. I couldn't have cared less. I'm like, look, I don't care. I love you either way. I don't think school's all that important, whatever. Now that's a bad attitude as a parent, but it's true. But at some point, somebody gave him attention for being smart. And he liked that attention, and he decided, I want to be smart. And so he really did research and like put his whole self into being a smarter, better person. And now, oh my gosh, every time I'm like, look at this cutting edge thing I'm doing for my job. It's a $50 million job, blah, blah, blah. And we're using this and this and this. He goes, I've been using that for 3 years. I'm just like, I'm an idiot. I'm a dum-dum. That's not the moral of the story. We all know I'm a dum-dum. The moral of the story is that when somebody believes in you and notices something good in you, that it encourages you to do the good thing more and to stop doing the bad things for attention. So do that. All right, we're gonna go get lunch. Bye. Oh, Hey there. So we painted this morning all the trim and all the doors, so all the white, and then we're going to paint the gray. So let me show you. We did it in here already. So in here, you can't really tell unless you look here. So see here the contrast between the gray and the white? Way different. It'll make it pop. So come on here. What we found is that it's easier if we spray all the white first and then tape off everything and then spray the main color, the gray in this case. So you can see we took all the doors off over there, because that way we don't have to like come, it's a hassle to get through if it's all taped in plastic. So probably 5 or 16 times a day, somebody says to me, John, how do you take off a bifold door and how do you put it back on? I'm gonna show you. Okay, so a bifold door is ridiculously simple. Come in here. Right here, there's a screw. You see that? And that screw sets your depth away from this, all right? So that's how far away you need to be. Then this thing is just a roller, and it's like on a spring. And then down here, there's just a peg that has a screw in it, and then that adjusts your height. So it's pretty simple. And to take it off, do you have a screwdriver? You can rent one from me for twice the price of buying one brand new. So you just unscrew this enough, and then watch this magic. You're gonna be like, whoa, and it comes right out. Pretty magical. Now, when you are kind to somebody, you are planting seeds that you may never see grow, but will change the future, and you're doing God's work. And I applaud that. So have a wonderful day. We're gonna spray some paint. Oh, hey there. It's been a long day. But look at what we did. Just me and Drew today in 28 minutes. We got the rest of the baseboards in, caulked all the baseboards and all the trim and everything, and the door jambs, and did some other work. And then taped off and sprayed all of our trim everywhere, 2 coats. Went to Home Depot, got lunch, came back, taped everything else off, and sprayed 2 coats of paint on the walls. Now, the other day, I was talking to some friends of mine, and their son came out, and they wanted him to do, I don't know what, something. And he acted like, no, you know, I kind of already know everything, and I don't want to do anything new. I was like, and the parents were all like, you need to do new stuff. And I was like, no, I think you're right. Look, what are you, 11, 12? Heck yeah, you know what? You probably topped out. From here on out, don't learn anything new, don't meet any new friends, don't do anything new with your life whatsoever. Never learn anything, never try anything, never go anywhere, and definitely don't meet any new people. And he looked at me like, that's stupid. I'm like, really? That's how you sound. I didn't say it like that. I was ever so smidge nicer than that, but not much. All right, I'm gonna go home and wash up. I smell horrible. Bye-bye. Oh, hey there. I know what you're thinking. I bet you painted yesterday. Well, I did. But we ran out of tape, and then we ran out of paint, and then it was late. It was like a 13-hour day, which is barely over a half day, because a half day is 12 hours. So we taped off again this morning and then painted. And it was thick and it was hot. I don't know if you can tell how wet I am, but it's delicious. Now, I started to notice, man, I can't breathe. I'm starting to get dizzy, seeing spots or whatever. And I looked, I don't know if you can see this is my filter here? See, that's completely clogged with paint. That should not be like that. That should be openings where you can breathe. So both sides, and I couldn't breathe anything through that. And I think it's a great learning opportunity for everybody. So I've heard that when you get emphysema, it's not like you're drowning or whatever. It's more like you take a breath. Okay, so do this with me as you're watching. You take a deep breath, and you hold it, and then you take a breath on top of that breath, and you take a breath on top of that breath. And right there is where you breathe. That's your full lungs right there, see? For the rest of your life, because there's no cure for it. So, I mean, a lot of people think that smoking is cool, and so do I. I just don't think I'm cool enough for emphysema. So, anyway, we're gonna get back to work. Oh, hey there. So you probably noticed that we took the house wrap off the floor, which is great. Then we immediately made a big mess all over it. So, what we did today is we taped off all this third of the house, sprayed all the paint, 2 coats. We sprayed a closet that we hadn't gotten to. And then we took all the Tyvek off. We loaded a bunch of stuff. Look out here. This was a huge mess, but Drew got it down to a less of a mess. It's significantly, but it was like this and now it's like this. So thank you, Drew. Then we got all the Tyvek up, the house wrap, whatever. And then we put in outlets everywhere, like everywhere. Now we don't have all the electrical done yet, so we don't have power on, but we do have power here. And then I got a bunch of lights in too. I mean, my electrician did. And that was pretty exciting. Now, I'm thinking, there's a lot of things I don't understand, Drew. And one of the things I don't understand at all, when somebody has a tattoo, is that a birthmark? Like, are they born with that? Because I never see babies with them. And I'm always shocked when I see two parents with tattoos and then the baby doesn't have any. Am I doing this wrong?
Yep.
Yeah, I am. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get like one of those SD tattoos because it's probably cheaper, like the standard def ones that get real blurry real fast and you kind of look like, what is that? It's pixelated, you have to like zoom in on it. But then I thought, well, maybe I should get an HD one so you can actually see it. And I was like, what about a 4K tattoo? That'd be really cool. Maybe like a big turtle on my neck, like a turtleneck. What do you think?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that I don't understand. All right, we got other stuff. Ooh, you know what I'm excited about? I'm making a new spoof song. You know the Pink Floyd song, Comfortably Numb? I've got a new song called Uncomfortably Warm, and I recorded it last night, and it's hilarious, and I can't wait to make the video, so be watching. Oh, hey there. So, my mom, who I love, asked me, John, how are you gonna fix this bobcat? Well, technically it's a cat, it's skid steer. And I was like, same way I fix everything, Mom. Alan, come on over here. Alan, because he's a genius. Tell him how smart you are.
John says I'm smart.
That's it, good enough. It's gospel truth now. The gospel according to John, Alan's smart. All right, so what we did is what?
Well, I say, John, don't run that into the ground. And he goes, I won't. I'll just run it until the axle burns off of it.
Yeah, so
See how nice that axle is?
it shouldn't look like that. It should look cleaner and newer.
It should look like that.
It should look like that, but it doesn't. Look at
It looks like that because John worked on it.
Because John works too much. And you know what? My stuff works too much. This axle was all like, I'm going to go and be a real boy. And I'm like, it wasn't pretty. This is not Axl Rose, for the record. Okay, so then what happened?
Well, I tried to explain to you that it's a really big job to change these axles out because these don't bolt in and bolt out. They go right here and they're welded in. And so you got to grind the welds off and beat on the axles and grind the welds off and beat on the axles until the axle goes through this hole and falls out of the ground. And then you put the new one in there and weld it in there. It's a real simple job.
It sounds simple.
So John thinks.
It is. From my point of view, I'm sitting in the shade, sipping on lemonade, scrolling through Facebook while Alan slaves away in here like Alan does. And then I'm like this, oh, you need something? And I just throw some money at it. I'm like, crisis diverted. So, Alan, if you were a piece of furniture, what do you think you'd be?
I'd be a couch.
Why is that?
You really want me to say that? Because I might see some action.
Alan! That's not what you said earlier. That's embarrassing. There are children that watch this. What do you think I would be if I was a piece of furniture? An entertainment center, that's right.
Oh, hey there.